and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Payoff is a podcast in your 40s.
I don't need them to know that they know that I'm there. I found out that New York people were stupid shoes.
This is a comedy podcast, not an intervention. All right, look, I went to Boston last week.
What happened in Boston?
Well, it was my kid's birthday, and he wanted to go to Legoland.
Oh,
so
sick.
we're like, yo, let's take a train up, and then we'll take the subway, and then we'll go to Legoland, and we'll go get something to eat. So first off, I peed on a train for the first time. That is a fucking skill, all right? Feel like I did it, and I didn't get piss everywhere. It was like achievement unlocked.
I think it depends on the rail you're going through at the moment, or how many jags there are.
It was pretty a pretty tricky ride, I'll say. But I maintained. All right, I had good penis to toilet ratio. I did great
For a man, that is right.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was fucking toilets and trains, unless it's like a nice train.
It was my first time going on a train, so it was pretty
What
exciting.
do you think? They just allow like passengers to like go to the in between cars and like whip it out.
You gotta hold it.
They hand out Mountain Dew bottles to all the passengers that get in. You know what it's for.
How do you tell a 4-year-old child's got to hold it?
3-liter RC Cola bottles.
It's still smaller than the Gatorade, the 32-ounce Gatorade tops.
So we did the train ride, and we found the right subway, which is pretty tricky in itself. And I don't know if you know me, but I'm a mosier by nature, right? I like to take life slow, and the world moves so fast, and if you blink, you might miss it, or something along those lines. So I'm doing my mosey onto the subway, and that thing fucking just jets. I fall into the seat and crash into my children. It's fantastic. My youngest kid was sitting there. She would have been dead for sure.
Oh, jeez. Oh, by the way, sorry to take it back a little bit, but I just read a story that says men have been peeing wrong for generations. We're supposed to be sitting down to pee.
Ooh, Larry David style.
And I'm like, sure, we're also not supposed to be eating cheeseburgers and pizza, but what the fuck guy is going to sit down to pee now in this day and age? We're already rushing everything, right?
Exactly.
So,
if I was
sometimes I sit to pee when I'm fucking like in the middle of the night.
You mean when you're doing a number 3?
No, if I'm on like edibles and like sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I gotta take a piss, I'd be like kind of like whoa, and I have to like kind of like sit down. I don't want to piss all over.
Probably don't want to clean the toilet in the morning.
Well, yeah, I don't want to piss on the seat.
No shit, nobody does. But if we're men, it happens. Get over it.
If I was a nudist, I wouldn't even stop to piss. I just keep going.
What's wrong with sitting down and peeing? It's comfortable.
What's wrong with pissing while you walk?
You can piss right in your pants. That's cool too. That's manly.
One, I don't like, even though it's my own bowl, I don't want to sit on it if I have to. Like, I do it as few as possible. Like, I poop because, I'm not going to sit there and hover. Let's sit down and pee.
You put like toilet paper down in your own toilet bowl.
No, but I do that everywhere else, yes. I hate those fucking things you pull out like above the toilet, those papery things.
Yeah.
One, they always rip when they come out. 2, like, just, hey, let's announce to everybody, I'm taking a shit over here.
Well, if you're going in that stall, you kind of are.
Well, they could just think it's a phantom stall. They don't need to know I'm shitting. They don't need to know. I don't need them to know that they know that I'm there.
I just like when you take them out and they just fall right in the toilet instantly, and you're like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, that's another thing that happens. Like a few of them come out together, which is fine because I'm not trusting just one anyways. And I've tried those. Toilet paper's softer. It's easier. It covers the whole seat. When you have to do multiple layers, I've had that shit.
I can see you like kind of bringing your own toilet seat covered, like if you went to like a concert or something like that. Like,
yeah, it's like a crocheted one.
You mean like a shiwi? Women have a little funnel to pee into, so they can stand up and pee at these kinds of events.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a great invention. I mean, I don't know how many ladies will use them, but it's one of those maybe bad habits you keep to yourself.
Yeah, I'll shit on any toilet without covering anything. Like I don't know. That's just how it came up, on the
Not on a
streets and
public
shit. You know what I'm
toilet.
saying? Yeah, I'll
Not on
use
a
a public
public
toilet.
toilet.
And one time I was in a Mexican restaurant eating endless baskets of chips and having margaritas, and I built up a fiery one. Went to the bathroom and fired it off. Okay, then I'm trying to rip the
Wow,
toilet
this is
paper off.
graphic.
Trying to rip the toilet paper. It's literally one square at a time. And I'm like, well, this isn't gonna fucking cut it. This isn't working. So I
Elaine Bennis.
turned around behind me and grabbed the seat protector things, wiped my ass with them.
That ain't clean. But that's another thing that bothers me about shitting in a public restroom. The toilet paper sucks. If you get your fucking toilet paper from the gas station, the corner gas station, and it rhymes with Scott's, I mean, please, that's just scratchy as hell.
I need my Angel Soft.
And you're just putting your finger in your bum because it's going right through that.
Brought to you by Angel Soft.
Exactly.
I said
Angel Soft.
That's a better name.
Anal Soft? No.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know what you're getting.
Anal's meant to be raw.
All right, that's my next commercial. The fucking Anal Soft.
The last thing I'll say, so the trip to Boston anyway, we get into Legoland, right? And right above the door, there's a sign that said, children must accompany adults. You don't see that one often. So we go in, and right off the bat, there's this cart ride, all right? It's an on rails thing where you get 2 Lego guns. Everyone gets a Lego gun, and you got to shoot these Lego targets as it's driving you through this room. And we walk up, and the lady's like, well, here you go, but there's only room for 4, so you're going to have to wait, sir. And my kid's like, bye, Dad. See you on the other side. So as soon as they take off and the next cart pulls up, I'm just like, I'm getting on that cart. I hop in the kids' ride by myself, and I get to pull dual pistols, guys. Nice. And I'm shooting Lego targets from both sides.
And driving, or is it on a rail?
Yeah, it's on rails. But my wife and kids are on the other side, where the hell's Dad? Why isn't he out here meeting us? And then I fucking come rolling out of the thing by myself with a score of 10,124.
You shot up all the other people's kids.
And they're like, wait, you went on that ride by yourself? And I'm like,
or are they targets? You're
not going to miss the first Lego ride.
Are you shooting targets or other people?
Shooting targets.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Well, all the more reason to go on yourself since you're not interacting with your family or other people anyway. So,
yeah. Well, the rest
people probably just want to go there and shoot up fucking the high score. So they're like, you have to bring your kids here, sir. Sorry.
Heard. Word. What have you guys been up to, Greg?
Not much. Just chilling, a little bit of illin', working, and these dudes across the street had a party, and they were had a sign out that said beep and we'll drink, and it was all fucking day long.
I feel like those always work out.
Oh my god, I was going across the street and be like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing here? I'm outside with my dog and they can see me across. I'm throwing my hands up really? Beeping? We're excited by beeping. That's like being excited by fucking fireworks. Fucking stupid.
Well, I'm sorry that you're an old, cranky man now, Greg. It happens to the best of us.
Fireworks are just loud lights.
Dude, I don't like fireworks.
Most dog owners hate fireworks.
I do. I feel it's gives my dog PTSD. It's for some dogs run away. It's fucking, I don't know. It's just stupid. Then people lose fucking limbs.
Yeah, I don't like dogs, but I hate firework enthusiasts even more. I've actually almost burnt my shed down. This very shed we're recording in because we had a rogue firework. I don't want to shoot up in the air. I want to blow up out of the sides and fire at your whole family. And I'm running with 2 kids and trying to fuck fireworks, dude.
Yeah, most people are getting shit faced. That's safe. Here, let the fucking drunk responsible person light this fucking shit.
That's what happens, man. You get drunk and you do things you're not normally going to do.
Well, you shouldn't be working. You should know about people. Look at what happened to your boy, Jason Pierre-Paul. Look at his fucking hand. He's like Captain Hook.
And he came back and still had a good career.
Yeah, because he played with a fucking boxing glove on his hand.
Yeah, but he's still got to be able to catch balls.
Oh, he catches balls.
Too many after that, but
Yeah.
he was still batting them down.
I mean, I'm sure every fucking 4th of July is like, God damn it, I gotta do it.
Right. Our last week's episode, 9/11 dispatchers must be like, oh man, I gotta fucking work.
And that's what it's called. Like, we got another Jason Pierre-Paul. Somebody blew his fucking hand off.
Another redneck blew his fingers off.
Yeah. Oh, that would suck to blow your fingers off.
Now we can only count to 5.
Wait, what?
On 2 hands.
All right, Seamus, what have you been up to?
Working, sleeping. I'm waiting for this rain weather to pass. I want to get out on the paddleboard. And the stupid. Ride. Thanks, Canada, for all your smog.
Well, I think not just myself, but a lot of the listeners have been emailing left and right and day and night and wondering, did you go to New York with the Ukrainian?
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't going to really talk about this, but...
We don't give a fuck.
We went. It was a good time. I mean, Manhattan's not really my thing. I don't know.
Sure. Did you also find out that strap-ons weren't your thing either?
I found out that New York people wear stupid shoes.
You heard it here, folks. Seamus Rogers says, people from New York wear stupid shoes.
I like your shoes.
We had fun. I mean, we
like
went out.
Shoes.
We saw, actually went to Drunk Shakespeare. It was really fun. It was really small, but it was hilarious. I mean, the actors were getting, drunk and performing Macbeth. And, so yeah, we got pretty hammered and went, back to the wrong hotel room. That was cool. It was the same name, but it was 10 blocks away. And I don't know, because we got a rickshaw. The rickshaw took us there.
That's awesome.
The rickshaw ride was great. We were having a blast. And so we walk in, I'm like, this lobby's different. I don't get this at all. So, but I'm I've been at some of these Manhattan hotels or multi-dwelling units where they have a separate lobby, they go block to block. You have one lobby on the other side, and so we're completely lost. And this guy's probably what the heck, the concierge, and so he told us you're not staying here. I don't know, man. So we're all right. So I had to Google it. And we made our way to the regular hotel. But the funny part is the next day we went to that same hotel again. And I'm I get in the elevator. And he looked. So I walk in. I'm this weird lobby. And I forgot. I was this lobby looks different. So I go through and look for the other side lobby. And I don't know. So we go in the elevator and try and go up. And,
you saw the same guy?
The elevator, yeah. Well, it was the same guy from last night. But I'm thinking, all right, we're in the right place because I recognize his face. So we try and go up the elevator, and the elevator's not letting my card work, even though the card worked at the front door, let me in. And so the elevator's not letting us up. So we end up going down to the basement where it opens up, and this lady gets on. She's like, oh. She's surprised that we're there too. I was what's going on? I'm my card's not working. She's oh, let me take you up and get you a new card. And she takes up to the front desk, takes my old card, gives me a new card, activates it. So we go up the elevator, and we go to our room number, and I'm this is not our room for sure. I'm should we try it? I'm oh, no. I'm this is definitely not a room. I'm not going in there. Our room did not have 2 doors, 2 lobbies. So we go back down, and we find the girl and the same concierge dude that was there. And she's are you sure you're not staying at the one at Grand Central? And I'm oh, yeah, we're at the Grand Central one. But I feel like, so when I was on the rickshaw, I probably just told the guy and he brought us the wrong one because I feel like if I had Googled it, it would have had my history report. But anyways, so, and the second time we went there, she had Googled it. So I let her Google the second time. I let the rickshaw guy do it the night before, and then she Googled it the second day. They both brought me to the wrong place. So anyways, she makes me a new card. Or no, after that. No, I came back down, and I'm like, you're staying at the other one up, like a few blocks up. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, so I guess I need to go get a new card there now, huh? Because she took the old one. Yeah.
Did you see that guy and say, it happened again?
I bet when we left, he's like, yeah, I saw them last night.
Oh, man.
So we went to the botanical gardens. That was actually really cool. It was nice. It's a huge park, and a bunch of flowers, trees, roses, and we were sitting in the water in one of the garden, like these two ducks, these mallards are in the pond, and then this brown-headed duck comes in and lands, and they're immediately all over her. I'm assuming it's a her because I think the mallards, the greenheads are the male ducks, right?
Sure.
No.
So they're like chasing this female duck around. They're like trying to rape that bitch, and they're flying all over the courtyard. I'm recording this shit. It's hilarious. She flies right by us on the bench. Liquid shit right by my feet. I'm like, oh, that's sexy. These ducks don't care. They still want to fuck. And then, so they chase her around a little bit more. She lands right in front of me again. Another one. I'm like, you savage bitch. But these ducks still want it. They're trying to pull her down. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, let's go find another spot. But that was funny.
She shit in your shoe?
No splatter damage.
Phew. What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host with the most on the ones and twos, Kyle Wilson. And with me tonight, the razor blade himself, Mr. Connecticut King of New York, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, what's crack-a-lackin'?
What up? And yeah, I didn't mean to put down Manhattan. I'm just saying,
He just said he hates your shoes.
I'd rather just be chilled and out on the water or at a barbecue sometimes.
Also with me tonight, the sweatpants overlord, follically challenged, don't beep your fucking horn when you're driving by my house, Greg Hoey. Greg, what's good, baby?
It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like it. Stop beeping!
Speaking of things that people don't like, Seamus, what's tonight's show about?
Look, we all have them, and sometimes we loathe ourselves for them. Human beings can be beautiful, intelligent creatures, but behind closed doors, when no one's watching, turn into vile, reprehensible beasts. Whether it's nail biting, picking your nose, or you don't sleep with any sheets on your bed, just to name a few. Possibly you just want to stay up watching one more episode of The Bachelor, but slept through your alarm and showed up late to your appointment. Are you that person on a date that keeps checking their phone? You could have a smoking habit you're trying to break, yet you're chewing the gum and still smoking. You ate that whole pint of ice cream, or just one more slice of pizza. Maybe you like to drink alone, rock out to 80s hair bands, and sometimes call out of work the next. We're not here to shame you. Some of you animals eat your boogies. But hey, do you? At the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We all have things we're ashamed of. Keep your secrets. It's nobody's business but your own. We're all vastly different. I wouldn't want to live in a world of robots where we're all the same anyways. So eat that ass, smoke that herb, be happy, and remember to be proud that as human beings, we're somewhat advanced over monkeys. Because tonight, we're talking about bad habits.
What year did eating ass become a thing? I mean, not when it started, but I feel like it's, super popular right now.
I feel like it started in 1492, yeah, but...
When Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
Super popular because now we're not shamed anymore.
Gotta eat the ass.
Gotta eat the ass.
All right, fine. You know what? I'm going to kick it off tonight, guys, because I have no shame.
I eat ass.
And Seamus already brought this up in his wonderful introduction. Thank you for that, Seamus. Look, guys, maybe I don't get to watch all the cool shows that I should because I spend too much time binge watching the worst TV shows.
Are you going to name them?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Real World Road Rules Challenge.
No, I wish it was that. It's actually Vanderpump Rules.
Oh my god!
I think I've watched. I think we watched 9 seasons in like a month and a half.
9 seasons of a show. I have no clue what the fuck it is.
It's fucking terrible. It's about a fucking restaurant that one of the housewives of New York or some shit owns. Her name's Lisa Vanderpump, and it's about the employees at the restaurant she has, and they're all like. It started out, they were all 20-something bartenders, like pretty people, and they were all just fucking each other and like, oh, bro, you fucked my best friend's girl. Oh,
now
bro.
They're still fucking each other, but nobody wants to watch anymore.
Like, bro, you're having sex while I'm sleeping with my girlfriend in the same room that I'm in. And the whole show is just that.
Two questions.
Legit.
2 questions. 1, how are the shoes? And 2, is she wearing Reebok pumps?
The shoes are fine. They have to have the best of everything. The whole show's image. And, so it started out in their 20s, but now they're all like in their 40s and shit. And it's like, wow, these people just drink a lot. And they just all fuck each other's girlfriends. And
sounds like it's totally a reality show.
It's so bad. It's terrible, but I can't stop watching this human train wreck every day almost. I don't know, man. They're almost too terrible for it to be scripted. Like, they're all such pieces of shit. There's maybe one redeemable character in the whole show out of like 20-something people. That's my bad habit right now.
Well, that's one more than Succession.
Truth. Hey, I'm reading here. I wish I could just read my news on the go, like a normal person. What if I told you could? Newsly's an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural, human voice. For the first time ever, the web becomes available all in one place. You can follow any topic, as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Kardashians. It will find you the latest articles and read them aloud to you. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from 80 countries. You can hear us there. And the Sinister Story is there too. I even started using it as my default podcast app. They even have digital radio. So download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description. And use the promo code CRUST for a 1-month free premium subscription. So start playing, stop scrolling, and start listening. All right, Greg, what do you got?
I got Smoking Butts. 480,000 deaths annually. We need to stop smoking butts. I'm doing this as a PSA for Mr. Ryan, who uses cigarettes to go to sleep.
All right. Well, how many people die of cheeseburgers? We don't log that.
We haven't got to that yet. That's a bad habit. Eating like shit. But smoking butts, where it says on the package, basically, there's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse. Live for your children.
Are you passive aggressively aiming this towards Ryan?
Yeah.
How does my cigarette smoking affect you whatsoever, Greg?
Because you're my friend and you're my podcast partner.
If you die, who's going to edit the show?
Yeah.
Great.
I can't find anybody. That's why I'm looking for someone. I know you're going to die from smoking.
He's getting...
We're looking for someone to edit the podcast. No.
I just put 2 and 2 together. Damn.
Listen, I don't like it when my friends smoke cigarettes, and I don't like it when my friends drink and drive, and I don't like it when my friends do cocaine. That's just because I love my friends and I don't want
everything else is cool though.
Everything else is cool. If you kill someone, I mean, hey, you know,
you're gonna help me wrap it in a carpet.
Life happens, of course. I've been dying for you to ask me that. So,
look, I want to say that the great thing about friends, though, Greg, easily replaceable.
Never. You couldn't be replaced. Well, actually, yeah, I guess you could. You're right. Okay. Forget it. I'm Venmoing you a pack of
co-host,
right
Greg,
now.
you're gone. We're bringing in Kelly Ripa.
Oh. When I die from cheeseburgers. Fuck!
Or Mario Lopez.
Ooh,
totally.
Nice. That's a good catch. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that Mario Lopez?
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah.
I thought you said Margot Lopez.
No, bro. We're talking about the most impressive Lopez.
It's him, Mario Lopez.
I knew who it was, Preppy.
All right, Seamus, what do you got, baby?
When moving out of my college house that I had lived in for 2 years, I was going through the cleaning of the place and had made my way to the bathroom. My buddy Nate was cleaning the shower, and I started on the drawers. I get to the lowest drawer, and also the largest, which for some reason I'd never used or looked at, and upon opening discovered 2 years' worth of used Q-tips. Seriously. I have a semi-strong stomach, so I just laughed, but didn't touch it as I knew who the Q-tips belonged to, and questioned why the person cleaning the shower hadn't just used the trash can less than a foot away. Naturally, he had no explanation to this, but we continued to give him shit for it.
Some people are just hoarders and fucking crazy.
I don't get that at all.
Trash cans can be so far away, guys, all right? And that Q-tip collection sounds way more impressive than my scab collection.
Sounds like he just opens it with his foot and drops it in.
Melanie had a sponge collection. It's fucking like, and you know how sponges get when you do the dishes.
Did they grow anything else?
It's fucking gross. So one day I was like, hey, I cleaned the apartment. Everything's nice and clean. And then she's like, fucking, she never forgave me for throwing away her sponge. And it was just like a fucking Hannaford sponge.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I don't like people to use my sponges or use my loofahs.
All right, so I get that you guys weren't like up to the challenge of admitting your own bad habits.
No, I got that.
That's why I'm here. All right, this is cathartic for me. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know this was one of Greg's pet peeves.
I'm taking shots at both of you and myself.
I want to cop to this right now. I'm a chronic nicknamer. I nickname everybody, and they have no choice in the nickname. I just give them a nickname, and it changes day to day depending on how I'm feeling.
You should have been in the military.
This is definitely a habit of mine. Like our dishwasher, Dan. Like, I mean, the best one I came up with I call him Bookum Dano most days. It's nobody's safe, and I want to work on that. I want to be better about that.
Yeah, just call people by their regular names.
Yeah, seriously.
Crying.
Yeah, but why call the guy Chris that I work with Chris when I could call him Chris Christopherson?
Because it's not his name and it doesn't make sense.
I know, but if you work with someone for 40 hours a week and you see him day in and day out, I don't want to make it monotonous. I want to keep people on their toes.
I'd call him Chris Cross.
Totally crossed out.
Yeah. That's kind of weedy whack, though, I guess.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm sorry that I'm not respecting people, Seamus, but that's
a
really
bad habit.
job.
You're trying to break it.
I'm working on it.
We're helping you.
I was just calling Waffle Chris.
What up, Waffle Chris? That's a cool nickname.
Crisscross pattern.
I mean, it is a crisscross. Can you call me Waffle Fries?
Waffle Crisp. I love waffle fries and waffles.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Greg, go ahead.
Give me that crisscross pattern.
Yeah. I'm talking about bad habits, drinking soda, drinking Red Bulls, the very worst Red Bulls.
Oh, you mean like 10 a day?
Like 10 a day. Like some old.
Disgusting.
I saw some old dude who was like he was like 80 or something like that. But they said he drank 10 a day.
I mean, I used to drink some vodka Red Bulls that, get me going, give me some wings, but drinking Red Bull like alone, that's like, it doesn't even taste good. Why would you do that?
Look, I want to tell you guys
I
right
like this
now, 8 months, 8 months off of Red Bull, energy drinks, or soda.
So good. Get rid of that nicotine.
Yeah.
One thing at a time, guys.
Yeah, that's the one baby steps. That's awesome. That's a huge, huge thing.
So you used to drink Red Bulls out of the can.
Yeah, because dude, I work from fucking like 10 to 11 at night. That's a long
Yeah, but
fucking
there's
day,
other
Seamus.
energy drinks that are way better tasting. Why would
They're
you
all
do that?
terrible. They're all bad for you.
That's your
I
preference.
get that they're all bad for you, but they taste like fucking
I don't
like
know.
not even this age butthole.
Red Bull doesn't taste bad, I don't think.
Yeah, I like sour things, so it always worked for me. But I wasn't exclusively Red Bull. I drink the Amps. I drink the Monsters. I drink the Bang, whatever the fuck. Whatever, you know, I take it all. Like, more caffeine. And like, I used to have hard caffeine crashes. Like, I'd fall asleep every time I was a passenger in a car. Every time. But ever since I kicked the habit, I'm not that guy anymore.
That's so funny because, like, when I was in Boston, I used to drink a Sobe Adrenaline Rush every morning. And then, like, every night on the way home, I was, like, almost falling asleep in the truck. I was like, how the fuck is this possible? I've never, like, almost fallen asleep. That's why when I get tired at night, it's usually from, like...
You've never almost fallen asleep?
When I'm driving? No, ever.
Oh, my God.
Never.
The rumble strips have saved my life, like, at least 100 times.
Now, like, when I'm playing gigs like Uncle Eddie's and it's like fucking I'm driving home at like 1:32 in the morning, I'm like fucking kind of struggling to like stay awake. But this is like at 5. I've never like driven home at like 5 o'clock in the fucking afternoon, like almost fell asleep. You know, it was totally energy drinks. I kicked those.
Energy drinks have never helped me. I drink them when I'm falling asleep on a ride. They don't keep me up. I don't know. Caffeine doesn't affect me the same way.
They give you a quick little. I mean, maybe not you, but they give you a quick little up, and then it's like a fucking. Quick
I'll say
crash.
That's keeping me from hitting the rumble strips and falling asleep driving is I go to bed at like 9 nowadays, so I get to sleep and I feel good.
Son?
Yeah, Dad?
I found this in your room. Who gave you this? The blood structure, the nose, the taste. This was grown. Amazing. Where did you get this? Who taught you this?
I learned it from watching you, Dad. I learned it from watching you, all right?
Old man Nance, a family tradition. All right, Seamus, what do you got?
If I brush my teeth 6 times in a week, I'm impressed with myself. Sometimes if they're feeling extra fuzzy, but I'm too lazy to brush them, I scrub them with a paper towel or my finger. These are just random listeners or reader posters.
All right, well, we all have our demons. Oh, back to me, I guess. I'm also always fucking late. And it's not that I don't respect other people's time. It's just that I think I'm such a value in myself that I'm worth the 15 extra minutes that I might come in late. I've been late to every job I've ever worked at all the time. But I'm still usually the best employee at every place I work at. So I feel like it balances out, kind of.
You know what I'd say? You know, get up 15 minutes fucking earlier, dude.
Nah, get him.
Or what? For what, Seamus? Who am I trying to impress at this point in my life?
You're trying to be professional. It's not about impressing. It's about being a professional.
I feel like you're really coming down hard on me tonight, Seamus. And again, I'm the best employee at every place I've ever worked.
I believe that. And if it works in your environment and nobody cares, then that's fine. It's a big pet peeve of mine when people show up late all the time.
Yeah, I'm opposite too. My mom always picked me up late for football practice and was always late to pick me up, so I'm like, I have to be on time.
Yeah, I'm usually like right on time. I'm not so much early, but I'm right on time.
Well, if you're not late, if you're not early, you're late.
If you're not first, you're last.
Bro.
Loser.
All right, Greg, go ahead, baby.
Okay. There's a new trend going around on TikTok called chroming.
I saw this. I forget what it is, though.
They're like huffing deodorant.
Oh, yeah, they're huffing
all
gas.
I could say is a bad habit is huffing and vaping. Don't do it. It's fucking horrible. We were walking out of the Ween show,
If you're gonna vape, make sure it gives you a buzz.
Yeah. Well, it's probably definitely. Well, I mean, we were walking on the Ween show, and like, dude, like there was nitrous balloons everywhere, and I was like, this isn't like normal. I'm like, yeah, nah, it's just because it's Ween. And like, they're like, you want one? I was like, dude, you could like drop dead like that doing those things. Like that shit, like fucking is so bad for you. Like, if I could take back anything, it would be soda and inhalants.
So, did you get a balloon?
No, I didn't get a balloon. They did though. Beep and beep got a balloon. They were all about
YOLO,
it. And they lived. They lived to tell about it. And they drove home.
Well, it only lasts for like 30 seconds.
Wow, 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 wow.
So yeah, the payoff isn't quite great. I would recommend not huffing.
Yeah, brain damage. The payoff is a podcast in your 40s.
So, the listeners, was it worth it? I don't know.
Totally.
I think huffing made me funnier. So, whatever.
I think huffing gave me the radio voice that you hear now.
Yeah. I agree. You know what? As a matter of fact, we're all pro huffing now. Forget what Greg said. Kids, do those inhalants.
In Huff, we trust.
Oh, I'm Team Hufflepuff.
All right, Seamus, go ahead, baby.
I frequently decide that body spray and dry shampoo is an acceptable substitute for showering, even if I worked out that day and the day before.
Is it not?
I don't know. I've never tried dry shampoo. Does it work?
I don't know. We have some at my house, but I'll just not wash it if I don't have time to take a shower.
Right. If I'm doing that thing where I don't take a shower, I just put a hat on.
Dry shampoo reminds me of like dry creamer. I don't like it.
Yeah, I only drink powdered water, which is water you add water to. So.
Right.
It sounds like wireless shrimp.
Oh man,
you mean the future?
Yeah, the future. I ordered like 3 cases, so I'm gonna give some to my family, and just they've never had it wireless, so they've had the wired kind, but
I know
they've got the 10 gig shrimp.
I bite my nails. All right, not the toenails.
God.
I'm not flexible enough to bite my toenails.
I used to, but
I bite my nails, and I know Seamus doesn't. I know Seamus would buy a separate parcel of land just to trim your nails.
No, man, I used to be a huge nail biter. Like, it was probably my mid-20s before I finally kind of curbed that. And I haven't really curbed it. Like, I still want to. Like, I used to bite them down on the cuticles. They should be pretty bad. Like, especially like in a movie theater, like when I'm watching like an intense scene.
Yeah, he was known as that. We knew him as Nail Biter Seamus.
I was a pretty big nail biter. But yeah, I finally just stopped doing that. I don't know how I got control of that. But like now when my nails get too long, I find myself clicking them. Like I'll click them.
Yeah, that's gross. It's fucking. Yeah. I'd never let my nails get that long. I'd rather bite them than have clicky fucking Coke nails.
Fucking Howard Hughes nails.
Well, not that long. You can put Coke on them.
Sure.
There's a couple customers come into the dispensary and they have the old Coke nails. Just like, what's going on? What's going on there, buddy?
I'm looking at my nails right now, and I should probably be a hand model. You don't even know what you're talking about. That fucking ring would look delightful on these rings.
Oh, like George Costanza. Georgie!
You should put a ring on it.
George Costanza?
I
do.
I definitely could side as a hand model. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm sure your hands are beautiful.
I didn't talk shit about it. George Costanza was a hand model.
I'm talking to you, Greg. Oh. Just stay out of this.
I love your hands. You know I love your hands. I talk about them all the time, often.
Yeah. You told me how like they're not the softest, but they're like in between. They're like very.
Well, I just like the way your cuticles, when they just come to the tips of your finger, like I don't know, you just got the perfect cuticles. They're cute.
I don't.
Yeah, cute.
You're gonna have to go under my grill to see my cuticles.
Is that an invitation?
Okay. Permission to dock.
Oh, I'll bring the nail clippers.
You guys are docking now?
Well, I mean, the pretense is he's here to check my nails out.
Yeah.
Right. But it might lead to docking, which is fine.
It's
I
called
respect you
cocking.
guys.
It's fine.
We're cocking.
Yeah, fine.
It's trimming each
All
other's
right, Greg,
nails.
go ahead.
What's the difference between cocking and cucking?
Cocking is like when you take the cock gun and you like use it for paint. And you're like filling in like the cracks in the side of the wall.
So like when I fill up your butt crack
Yeah,
with my cock.
yeah. It's kind of the same, but walls,
Like
Walls.
anal walls?
anal wall cavities.
Sick.
That's
Anal
why
soft.
I use anal soft to keep my anal cavities fresh
And flowing.
and soft. That's how I like them. Anal
All
soft.
right, Greg, we're on you. Go.
Okay. I'm attacking you. I'm attacking me. I'm attacking Seamus. Bad habits. 41% of motorcycle drivers who don't wear a helmet die, and their hair is terrible.
Okay. But how many die with a helmet?
Well, I didn't get that stat. But the thing is, I was thinking about this today. I think about this often. With great hair comes great responsibility. Aren't you supposed to be protecting your hair?
I am.
You need to be protecting your hair.
Yeah, the fresh air on my motorcycle does my hair.
That's air. The air quality is bad.
If I wear a helmet,
You need a space.
one, I look stupid. Two, messes up my hair. I can't go into an establishment after. Three, it's gonna make me balding like you.
You know who else looks stupid? People with severe brain damage. Now, I don't mean that in an offensive way.
I don't think they look stupid.
I'll probably cut that.
All right,
I'm cutting it.
Don't cut it. Don't cut it.
we're gonna weigh in. Take a picture of me with a helmet on, or take a picture of me without the helmet on.
But you look great with a hat. Why not wear a hat to the bar or wherever? To the establishment.
Oh, yeah, you can clip it onto your pants.
But your hair probably looks...
You mean like put a hat on after?
Yeah, your hair probably looks sweet coming out of a hat, too. When my hair starts growing and it's still got the clown side hair, like it comes out of the side of my hat and it looks kind of cool. Like it looks like I have hair. And then you take it off and like, oh, put it back on. It's like, but you know.
YOLO. I figure
You can't YOLO your way through all these conversations.
People need to just slow the fuck down and look out for bikers.
Well, that's the thing. You could hit a pothole hole. It could be an animal. It could be something.
You're right, it could. And I could get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, so my buddy Dennis got in a motorcycle accident and it was very small fender bender. It was like 5 to 15 miles per hour, and his whole shoulder is fucked up and his whole helmet was fucked up. And if he didn't have a helmet on, he was gonna die at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Allegedly.
He's only a head with feet now.
Well,
Detective.
head detective?
If that's what you want, Seamus, if that's what you want, if we're going to start a firm, then okay.
Well, if he buys the side carriage, I'll take him for rides.
That's all. I want my friends to be safe. I want my friends to smoke cigarettes or do cocaine. And guess what? There's plenty of bad habits I have too that I'm doing, like eating horrible, and that's probably all I'm doing.
Nobody does, who does cocaine anymore?
The only time I take a helmet on the bike is when I'm doing cocaine on the helmet.
That's what I'm doing cocaine.
I do it on the helmet.
While drinking and driving, smoking cigarettes, and doing cocaine. Ugh, I hate all those things. I know. I feel like, oh
Greg,
my God.
This is a comedy podcast, not an intervention. All right, let's slow it down, bud. You still haven't said anything that you do.
I just said huffing and vaping. So that's why I'm slow, and that's why I'm bringing this depressive conversation to this, because it ruined my life.
My own personal one probably is procrastination.
No.
Like I'll watch a TV show instead of doing tasks around the house.
I think we all procrastinate a little bit. Skis.
You know what doesn't help with that? The copious amounts of marijuana I smoke.
That never helps.
Because I'm like, all right, I'm going to smoke this bowl, and then I'm gonna go clean both bathrooms. And then like 4 hours goes by, and I haven't cleaned any bathrooms, and I've gotten high twice since.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that. If you're smoking sativa and you're like, I've gotten plenty of times where I've like cleaned my house and got high and been completely motivated to do it.
Shut up. There's plenty more times we went and played video games. Dude.
Well, yeah, because I don't clean my house often. That's a bad habit of mine. I don't vacuum often. My fucking rugs are horrible.
I'm not saying that there's not plenty of times where I haven't gotten high and done chores. I'm just saying I'm more likely to go play video games.
Yeah, what's the gateway drug?
Yeah, my problem is like I get high before any small event that I'm gonna do. Like, gotta run to the store for cigarettes, better smoke a bowl first. Gotta fucking get ready for work, better smoke a bowl first.
Going to get that cocaine, I better smoke a bowl first.
Gotta make supper, better smoke a bowl first, better smoke a bowl while supper's cooking.
Yeah, but you also have a lot of kids and you probably have to take it when you can get it.
Yeah, that's stress too. Yeah, stress.
I take it when I can get it.
Oh. It's not like you work in the industry and you smoke all day.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like I don't smoke all day, and if I did, I would just pass out.
Good at looking at drop cherry. It's delicious. Perhaps nutritious.
Yeah, my only other one that I personally had was procrastination myself. I always start shit and never finish it. I'm like, I'm going to draw a comic book. And then I'll draw like 2 pages and never go back to it. I'm like, I'm going to record a song.
Yeah, what happened to Crusty Feet?
I'll make a whole fucking dad bod, man.
Yeah,
I'll make
dad bod, man.
When am I going to make that Instagram? I'm like, next week.
Yeah. I started making yours.
When I'm going to write that book I want to write, someday. I also check my phone a lot these days. I'm like, damn, and I'll feel it when it's not even in my pocket. I'm got to get rid of that shit.
It's not really a bad habit, but it's kind of. I had like a weird thing when I was living in New York. Like every time I ate, like when I was working in Boston, every time I ate, I had to listen to sports talk radio. But every time I ate food in New York, I had to watch The Last Dance on Netflix. And it was just fucking weird to me.
That is very weird.
I saw it like 50 times. Well, I was talking to your brother. He said he had never seen The Last Dance.
I've never seen The Last Dance.
Really?
Now I'm wondering what I'm fucking missing if you got to binge it.
Fucking Last Dance is fucking.
Oh, the Michael Jordan
amazing.
show.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, I was thinking like a dance competition. Yes, I did see that. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
I don't know. No matter how good it is, I wouldn't base my entire dietary schedule around it. Though.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense there.
It just happened.
I guess it's like unexplainable. Like a pregnant woman, like what's her gonna go to be? Is it gonna be hot dogs? She's gonna crave hot dogs every day.
I was raising 2 dogs. That was when Guy was living. I was living with Guy and Quinn, and I didn't have a job. Wink, wink. So I had a lot of time in my hand, and The Last Dance made sense to me. It really did.
So yeah, check my phone a lot. I don't like phone calls that much. I don't like to talk on the phone. I'm weird like that. I should get better about that. But when I do talk on the phone, I like pace around. Do you guys do that?
Of course.
No. I don't talk on the phone.
Yeah, I'm not a big phone talker too. But I'm saying when I do, I find myself pacing.
If I have to make a phone call, I'll do it while I'm driving on speakerphone. And that's it.
Yeah, I feel like that's always the worst time to call people because speakerphone sucks. But yeah, all right. What about bad habits that bother you that other people do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Late people who are late. It kind of bothers me, but I also get it. Like I know there's a lot of things going on. I like live my life by a schedule.
I get it now more than it used to bother me a lot more.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. So I try to be. I know I always try to think of people who have it worse, or try to think of the other person. I'm just trying to be that good person.
Worse is not a word.
Worcester.
Ryan, what about you? Bad habits that other people bother you.
I don't know. I used to work with this kid who snapped all the time. I didn't like that.
With his fingers or his mouth?
All the time. He'd snap his fingers like when he was walking and shit. Bothered me.
Lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lollipop.
Now, every time I see Ryan, like when I see him, if I drop something, I'll be like, hey, Ryan.
Boom, 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 boom.
How you doing, man?
On the reverse side of my nickname thing, if someone tries to give me a nickname, I'm like, no, fuck that. That's a trigger for me.
Oh, you're complete
You're
narcissistic
the
hypocrite.
Dom.
Yes,
You're the
of course I
nickname
am.
Dom. You're the nickname Dom.
Show me one podcaster that's not a narcissist. You can't. You can't.
I'm not a narcissist.
Yes, you are, Greg.
No.
Okay. How long you been? You're performing way too late in life in bars. I mean, that's...
And I like to perform music. It makes me feel good.
No, I respect that. I don't have the wherewithal to do it anymore. I don't like people enough. I definitely don't like bars at all.
Speaking of that, we are booked fucking hard. We have gigs like crazy. June, July, we are fucking
Whoa. You could promote your show on another podcast, all right?
No. See, I have free reign on the podcast because I have free reign at the show when I give us free advertisement nonstop.
Book hard, baby.
Woo! I don't like... I hate people who call dogs their children or their babies. Okay?
Right, because those are the people that haven't actually had children.
No. They're sad people.
Hey, you're fine.
Just kidding. I'm sure you're all great people. I love my cat, but I would never put my cat in a fucking stroller and bring it to a fucking grocery store either. Cut that shit out.
I mean,
speaking of grocery stores, I can't stand the oblivious people that block the aisles with their cars.
Oh my god, yeah, they'll just sit there like they're like you're behind them, they're going slow in it, and they'll just stop.
And I'm like not a rude person, so I'll sit there and wait for the motherfucker.
Yeah, but they're always oblivious. Like, I find that happens most when I'm looking at meat and shit. Like, someone will stare at the same section of fucking hamburger for like 15 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? You see all the options right there. Pick one.
How are you 50 years old and you don't know fucking etiquette?
Well, what don't you do is you just give them a little bump. You bump them in the back of the legs a little bit. Like I like, especially if they're a little older, give a little bump. You know, they get out of the way. They learn.
Nope.
Feel a little bump
I shop at
on you.
I shop at 7 a.m, where the old people roam.
I like to do that as well.
In, out, in, out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna run through these real quick. All right, these are some of our listeners. Some are just other podcasts, and we asked for their bad habits, and this is what I got. The Film Spark podcast. Big interactors with the show. Love them. Great people. Australia represent. What's up? When I have high anxiety, I pick my lips, but don't even realize I'm doing it to the point I do it in my sleep. It will wake up with blistered lips. I'm a nail biter. I scratch and dig my nails into my arms when I'm really depressed and or angry. And the worst habit? Bottling things up.
Uh-oh. What's he bottling?
Probably frog stomping.
I don't know. Pandas? People love pandas.
I appreciate her going the distance, but she didn't. I want to hear what's being bottled, but yeah, the other ones stink. I'm sorry that she's not sleeping well. That stinks.
Well, not the water's not being bottled because it's fucking very hard to drink.
Well, I'm just saying because I read this one. I read this one online. I knew someone who used to collect his cum in soda bottles until they were full. I don't even want to know what that shit smelled like by the end of the month. It must have taken to fill.
Holy shit. What's the shelf life on cum?
Depends how you store it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they freeze it, so it probably lasts about as long as milk does out of the fridge.
Not long.
Like all right, Stephen of the Wild from the We Have Issues podcast, a great comic book and monster-related podcast. Very fun. Check them out. Excessive coffee, 3 to 4 cups of espresso a day. If I could dial it back, I'm sure my anxiety would be so difficult to manage. I know how that goes, Stephen. I'm also an avid coffee fan.
I feel you, buddy.
I guess I don't know. Like I've never drank coffee. I don't understand it, but I guess I do understand how somebody could get hooked on something. I want to need that, especially in the morning, especially having to go to work and stuff like
No,
that.
it's like a routine, you know.
Right.
So
Like I've never done that. I've never drank coffee. I don't drink energy. Like I like an occasional Celsius. And I get how they, Celsius is actually a good tasting energy drink, Ryan. But
Coffee's has a lot of health benefits as well. So I mean, I'm gonna stay.
no,
right
I
on
get
top of
it,
that
but
shit.
for me, like coffee tastes like shit.
Sure.
So you have to put a bunch of sugar in it to make it taste good, right?
I don't put sugar. I don't put anything in my coffee.
He drinks it black.
Right.
But yeah, you could, Seamus, you have a lot of cream and a lot of sugar, and it would fuck with your stomach.
I mean, I guess then your coffee drinking is kind of akin to my whiskey drinking. Like, I don't think whiskey tastes good at all, but I still seem to drink it. So I guess it's just an acquired thing.
Yeah, I like whiskey on rocks. Is like a good smoky. Like I love the taste of whiskey. Or I've probably grown accustomed to the taste of whiskey.
Right,
and
I think that's what it is.
It doesn't turn me into a psycho, so that's the one I pick.
All right, that's vodka Red Bull.
Movies for Real says, biting my nails. When I'm anxious, sometimes they'll bleed because I bite them too short.
Yeah, I used to do that. It sucks.
Yeah, it's a tough one. The Bar Banter podcast says, stress eating.
Oh.
See, I don't know. I stress eat. I high eat.
Yeah.
I drunk eat. I don't know. I just eat.
I only drunk eat. That's the worst. Like, if I drunk eat, it's bad. Like, I know I'm going to be having a tough morning if I drunk eat.
Drunky.
I feel like I could be like a physical trainer if I didn't snack so much.
Physical train. All
Trainer.
aboard the shame.
A trainer.
I said a physical train, which would be cooler.
I'd be in so much better shape if I didn't eat like 70 times a day.
I'd be a physical train.
I just picture Seamus's face on a train.
Chugga.
Aaron and Tommy of the Super Saga Pod, friends of the show, said, I bite the inside of my cheeks like all the fucking time, and I tend to talk to myself when I get nervous.
See, that's got to be something that pains you like every day.
Sure.
Like, obviously, the biting your nails, the cuticles, that hurts, but that doesn't last long. I mean, like, I feel like your inside of your cheeks, that's probably resilient too, but still.
Your mouth heals the fastest.
I definitely talk to myself.
Nice.
We don't talk to ourselves.
I don't.
I don't. Of course not.
I do weird shit all the time. Like, I'll randomly sing and dance wherever I am, but I don't talk to myself. That'd just be weird.
Liar.
Before I do, I look at the mirror. I go,
Not one person that doesn't talk to themselves.
Why would I talk to myself? I have an inner monologue that goes on all the time.
That's
and I just said I randomly dance and sing. What more do you want from me?
I didn't mean talk out loud. We all don't talk out loud. Well,
I do.
Lots of people do.
I'm talking about the inner monologue.
Everyone inner monologues. That's called having brain activity.
Thank you.
Then I don't do that.
And the only people who don't have that are Trump supporters. What's up? Political!
It goes both ways. There's plenty of stupid people.
Rich Dow said smoking. Feel you on that one, Rich. My friends are concerned. That's all I got for bad habit shit, guys. What do you got?
Thanks for coming. Thanks for those. That was great.
Thanks everybody. You're the best.
You.
The best. Are you?
I guess porn. That kind of sucks.
Love porn.
Better not live in Utah.
Fucking love it.
Now I'm like, these TikTok videos are coming up, and I'm like ready to throw caution in the wind. And
TikTok's great. I like it.
I'll never know because I'm not 15. All right. Any more bad habits you guys want to talk about?
I guess I don't like liars. I don't like thieves. Idiot drivers. Bad hygiene. That sucks. Rude people.
Mm-hmm.
I heard rude people suck. That's mean people. Fuck.
Rude, mean, whatever. They suck. People treat their wait staff like they owe them something.
Absolutely.
Ever wanted to communicate with that a-hole that cut you off on the way to work? How about that shabby panhandler at the red light? Or that lousy school bus that's really holding you up? If so, then you need the Motoprompter GFY mobile messaging system. The GFY model is visible to all other motor vehicle operators night or day, with custom font, coloring schemes, and thousands of emojis. Why? Because now's your chance to tell that POS going the speed limit in the left lane what's really on your mind. Or maybe that prick has tinted windows and that horn just doesn't do your rebuttal justice. Motoprompter has your back. Hands-free, voice activation enabled, Bluetooth, NFC capabilities, and comes with a wireless fast charger. Motoprompter GFY series, able to be installed and clearly visible on any and all windows. Call us now to hear about vehicle compatibility and a free quote after a soft credit check is approved. Use of Motoprompter is not recommended while operating a motor vehicle. Curse words prohibited by law. Use of special characters are allowed. No Motoprompter associates or employees are to be held accountable for any injury or death resulting from the use of this product.
Very cool. Greg, I heard you want to introduce something.
Oh, you mean the brand new hit segment that we're getting tons of emails about? Called What Are You Doing? Huh? What are you doing? So Ryan's going to answer first, Seamus second, and then me third. Okay. What are you guys watching this week?
Well, Greg, I finished Ted Lasso.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you happy with it?
Insanely happy. And to anyone out there who wants to keep hating on season 2 and 3, hates joy. They hate joy. And they don't want happy endings in their life. They want to be miserable and just hate things that are pure and beautiful, like Ted Lasso season 3 finale.
I liked season 2.
If you want pure and happy, that's Ted Lasso season 1.
I like season 1 a lot. I like season 2 a lot, and I'm looking forward to season 3. I haven't started it yet, though. Is that all you're watching? Is that?
Oh. No, bro. Let's see. I saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
It was better than I expected.
I had a good time with it, man. Chris Pine fucking killed it. I also watched the series.
Good. I mean, it was a lot longer than I think it needed to be, but I liked it.
But it was fun. Popcorn movie. Kids liked it.
It was really like a action-packed movie. It was fun.
I watched a series finale of Barry. Still trying to feel how I feel about it.
Yeah, me too. I was
spoilers.
I was very disappointed. But also, I'm like, how else do you? I mean, I don't know. It left me wanting, though.
Sure,
absolutely. I feel like they rushed that ending. They just wrote it together real quick. They could have probably put a couple more episodes together. To end it properly.
Maybe the AI wrote it.
Well, it shows. Sorry, Bill Hader, but.
And I've also been watching I Think You Should Leave season 3, and I'm going to say that Tim Robinson is the savior of sketch comedy. Yeah. That show is so weird and absurd and just so off the fucking rails. Like,
I don't even know what that is. Have you mentioned it before?
I don't think
we've talked about it briefly. We've at least talked about Tim Robinson briefly.
It's just a great show, man. It's fucking weird. It's the weirdest fucking show you've ever seen. It's like Kids in the Hall level of absurd, but now.
Yeah, I sent you guys the skit, the coffin channel there.
Yeah,
Corncob TV. I didn't fucking rig shit. I didn't fucking do it. Yeah.
And I just real quick, I did see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and the hype was fucking right on point because that movie was fucking amazeballs.
Well, it was good. I started it.
I fucking loved it.
I didn't get far, and it wasn't that it was bad or it wasn't that it was good. I mean, it seemed like it was interesting. I just didn't really get into it. They were still in the laundromat house part.
Yeah, man,
I never saw it.
that shit turns into like the Matrix on acid, like halfway through. It's fucking
Nice. And I
that
was
shit
thinking
thing.
about that the other day. I was like, I should go back to that movie and check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard good things.
that's all I've been watching.
Seamus.
Yeah, I don't even recall what I've been watching. Shit, I just fall to bed too. I've been searching for shit to watch lately. I mean, like I said, I watched the Barry finale, but last week I've just been like kind of going to bed tired, not watching anything. But a couple times I was searching for stuff to watch, but there was nothing good.
Well,
I need some recommendations.
like Sean, remember I told you Love and Death.
Yeah,
Sean watched it and it was fucking great, dude. The fucking when they show the fucking the axe scene. Have you seen that, Ryan?
No, what's it on?
I watched
It's on
3 or 4
HBO.
episodes. It's all right.
Dude, when they show the fucking axe scene, it is fucking brutal. It's
You mean when they show it
crazy.
again? Not
Oh,
the
yeah.
part of it, you mean?
They show
I
it
always thought
multiple times.
the scuffle in the beginning that they kind of didn't show it all.
Yeah, they show a scuffle, and they show it again in court, and it's fucking brutal. Holy fuck. Chick gets hacked up like 41 times with the axe. Gets one like right in the fucking forehead. Like, it was so graphic. It was just like, it's a good show anyway. It's just good acting. Fucking, it's awesome. Fucking, fucking Fat Damon's in it. Fucking Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of boring, but
Yeah. Yellow Jackets finale.
Oh yeah, I started that. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I just didn't fucking ruin it.
Season 1.
We're in season 2 or 3, I
No, I'm
believe.
talking to Ryan. Is he on?
No.
season 2?
I'm on the newest season.
I only watched 1 episode of the newest season.
Yeah, dude, the way it ends is fucking crazy. It was a pretty good season. Actually, I really enjoyed this season a lot.
That's good.
Also, checked out a Jodi Arias special on Hulu that was pretty tight butthole. Pun intended.
Oh, did you get to see the photos of her butthole?
I haven't made it there yet. I'm still watching it. I'll let you know next week.
Good, because that's gonna run the basis on whether I'm gonna watch it or not.
I think this can blend in for all of us. When I ask what have we been playing, I think we can all say at the same time, in Diablo 4, we trust.
Yeah, this game's sick.
It's pretty much all we've all been playing, correct?
Yeah.
It's all I've played since Thursday night, Friday night.
I mean, I definitely played Tears of Kingdom a little bit, but definitely tapered back on that. Tears of Kingdom's still going to get Game of the Year because of popularity, but my Game of the Year is definitely going to be Diablo. I mean, there's no way I'm going to touch the hours I put into it compared to Zelda. No fucking way!
The game launched Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and people already have like over 100 hours. And man, I wish I didn't have a job. Or
I wish I was
stay
rich.
home, do what I want, play video games, and masturbate all day.
That's the life.
The
See,
life.
That's why we got to strive to make this podcast the best we can.
Occasional paddleboard out in the water, some fishing. But I'm a simple man.
Simple man. Hey, I have to learn that song for some party we're playing. Like,
It's
you
a
guys
good
do
song.
Simple Man? And I was like, if you guys want to hear me butcher it, yeah, sure. Speaking
it's
of...
one the songs everyone knows, everyone loves.
Yeah, sure.
Put a spin on it.
We'll do the Kid Rock version.
Don't do it like Weezer would.
Get the bit! Speaking of songs, Ryan, what have you been listening to? Like podcasts, music, audiobooks, reading? You start reading into listening.
Not much.
Nothing, huh?
Well, I've been so anti Dave Grohl lately. I've just been listening to a lot of Ween. And then, just all the normal podcast shit I listen to. I've been listening to a lot of indie podcasts, people who we interact with, trying to give them some love. I always try to fit in like a couple episodes a week of the little guys, so we're here with you. We're also the little guys. And together...
you better say that because that just sounded like a slight. Smack in the face.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Okay. Seamus?
I'm on book 3, Memory, Sorrow, Thorn by Tad Williams. I've been listening to these things I've I read. I don't know. I swear, I was a teenager when I read these things. These books are old, but they're still good. So
Who's the author?
I never liked Tad Williams that much. I tried. I gave him a
did you read his original ones, these ones, or did you read his like Otherworld or whatever?
The Otherworld ones.
Yeah, those were okay. His original shit. So the only reason I got back into these books is because I saw that he wrote a book 4, or he started another trilogy on this, his original trilogy. So I wanted to check it out because I remember them being good, and I'm on book 3, and they still hold up.
Well, myself, I listened to, obviously my normal podcast, but including in that was the Manhattan Project on the last podcast, and that shit was very good. I don't know if you listened to that, Ryan.
I haven't got to that one yet, no.
Yep,
I'll get to it, but I haven't.
Yep, it was very good, as always, of course. I finished Trouble with Peace, Joe Abercrombie. Fucking awesome. It's the Age of Madness trilogy. I'm on book 3, which is Wisdom of Crowds, and it's fucking awesome. Shit's getting... I got 15 hours left. I don't want it to end. It's fucking so good.
Yeah, Abercrombie is the man. I can't
He
wait
is the
for
man.
his next book.
Yep.
He's got the best characters, the most diverse and like deep and intricate.
Yeah, and so that made me kind of dive and check out my Audible and see what I had. I'm sitting on a couple, like I said, one Abercrombie series and the Sharp Edges book. So I'm excited for that. Also, there's this band, they have a new album out. They're called the Foo Fighters, and fucking, I don't know, Dave Grohl could be the best musician in the world. Like, he's a rock god.
Oh, please.
I'm just joking. I like Ween more than I like the Foo Fighters. I just think the Foo Fighters are a fucking amazing band. And I think you gotta respect them. I think they're a fucking great band. And their new album's pretty sad and fucking hardcore, like you think when your drummer would die. But that's pretty good. I like it. And that was What Are You Doing This Week? And join us next week as we dive in with Fork and Knife on cannibalism tales. Maybe like Alive or Jeffrey Dahmer. Or who fucking knows? We're going to eat people. Well, we're going to talk about eating people.
What's in the news? I got a couple news stories, briefly. An Indiana man is dead after a grenade found in grandfather's belongings exploded.
Ooh, I heard
this
about
was May 21st, 2023.
Yeah. Fucking brutal.
Story by Joe Hernandez. An Indiana man is dead after a grenade discovered in a grandfather's belongings detonated. According to a post from the Lake County Sheriff's Department, officers responded to a call of an explosion before 6:30 p.m. Saturday night in the community of Lakes of the Four Seasons. The family was looking through their grandfather's belongings when they found a handheld explosive device and it went off. Someone reportedly pulled the pin on the device and it detonated, Sheriff Oscar Martinez Jr. said in a statement. Responders found an adult male unresponsive at the scene and he was later declared dead. The man's 2 children, a 14-year-old boy and an 8-year-old woman, were wounded by shrapnel and transported to a nearby hospital. The investigation is ongoing. According to FBI, some families have unexpectedly found explosive devices in the belongings of their parents or grandparents who were military veterans. Some veterans brought back explosives as souvenirs from World Wars I and II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Gulf War.
Yeah, like, don't pull the fucking pin. That's
right, and I was reading that when they said somebody pulled the pin, I'm like, it was probably one of the kids. And it was
the dad. The dad pulled the pin.
Well, the dad's an idiot.
The dad found it and then pulled the fucking pin instantly. Yeah,
dude, pulls the pin on a grenade. Like,
exactly. They didn't think it worked. They thought it was like,
did this guy never play a video game or watch a movie?
Apparently not. But dude, just think of that. Like, your fucking grandfather's like fighting in the war, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring back this memorabilia," and like, it's gonna fucking kill half your family fucking down there.
Right, it's kind of stupid.
So fucked up
to bring a live explosive in your home.
Yeah, it's extremely stupid.
And I don't know.
It's very sad.
Afterlife, but I hope he was like, "Oh shit, I killed my son." All right,
shit.
Fuck. Hey, well, I guess I see him a little bit earlier, huh? Hey, buddy.
Selfish. All right, this is another one that happened in May 1st, 2023. Arkansas woman pleads not guilty to selling over 20 boxes of stolen human body parts. Story by Emily Olson. An Arkansas woman has pleaded not guilty to charges she stole body parts from medical school cadavers and sold them through Facebook for $11,000.
Jesus.
Candace Chapman Scott, a 36-year-old former mortuary services worker, is accused of selling 20 boxes of everything from human skin to skulls to a man in Pennsylvania, according to a federal grand jury indictment unsealed by a Little Rock court on Friday. Scott was charged with 12 counts of mail fraud, wire fraud, and interstate transportation of stolen property. Scott worked for a company that offered commercial cremation services. One of their clients was an anatomy lab at the University of Arkansas, which users donate cadavers for medical education and research.
See, everybody knows you have to start slow. Like, you bring home a finger one night, maybe an ear the next night. And you work up to a whole box of skin.
You wait off for like a month or so.
Yeah.
Take a right leg, take a left leg. Like, what's going on? Something's happening to this body.
I mean, or you learn to make good props, you know?
Cakes.
She did it to herself.
Make cake body.
After one of the company's scheduled pickup days, she messaged the owner of a Facebook group explaining how she acquired the corpses. Named Oddities, the private Facebook group contains about 380 members and bills itself as a safe way to shop. So she wrote, I follow your page and work, and I love it, she wrote to the owner, according to the indictment. Just out of curiosity, would you know anyone in the market for a fully intact embalmed brain? Scott sent pictures of 2 brains and a heart. The man offered $1,200 via PayPal and gave Scott pointers on how to ship the 3 organs to him in Enola, Pennsylvania via the U.S. Postal Service. Over the course of the next 9 months, Scott proceeded to ship the man an ear, an arm, lungs, livers, kidneys, hands, breast, penises, fetuses, skin, skulls, and 1 whole human head. I mean, how much to ship a body?
Right? Jesus.
I guess this is parts are more
Best case scenario, this guy's trying to rebuild Prince. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Frankenstein Man. Piecemeal Man. Formerly known as... All right. In exchange, he paid her $10,975 in 16 separate PayPal transactions. Each time, Scott returned the rest of the remains cremated to the school. The indictment does not name the buyer, but separate state charges connect the case to Pennsylvania resident Jeremy Lee Pauley, age 40. Pauley was charged by a Cumberland County criminal court with 4 counts of receiving stolen property, intending to participate in unlawful activity, and abusing a corpse. In July, a caller reported finding human organs and human skin resting in 3 5-gallon buckets in Pauley's basement. Officials confirmed the report, confiscated all the remains, and intercepted an additional set of packages containing parts as they were being shipped in Scranton.
Of course it's in Scranton. If you're going to get body parts, you got to repurpose them right away. You can't just leave the skin in a bucket. You got to turn that shit into a lamp or a chandelier or a throw rug.
You got to Ed Gein that shit.
I feel like a taxidermist would be perfect for collecting body parts and incorporating them into their works of art.
Because everybody knows all taxidermists are terrible people.
I feel like we've covered this.
We have. I'm reiterating it. Stop it. It's weird. All right, everyone. Now wraps up another episode of the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We love each and every one of you, and we hope you continue to support us as we continue to make noise in your ears.
Yeah, thank you for checking us out. You can know where you can find us on Apple Pod Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that shit. Follow Ryan on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. Seamus on Facebook. And the show
follow me in real life.
Follow Seamus in real life. Hit him up.
Get to know his eating, sleeping habits.
Unless I'm going into a public bathroom.
Yeah, and next week we're doing cannibalism. So, email us with all those stories and we'll eat them right up.
Hey. All right, thank you, everybody. We love you. And remember,
In Crust,
we trust.
This ends our podcast.
Liquid shit right by my feet. I'm like, oh, that's sexy. These ducks don't care. They still want to fuck.
everything else is cool. If you kill someone, I mean, hey, you know.